This is Tom with Thomas Andrews Small Business Advisors. You can check us out at www.thomas-andrew.org. Hiring the right employees. You know, hiring employees seems like a fairly mundane activity. It's a very routine activity, particularly if a service business. You tend to churn through employees as they work for you for a little while, and they find something that maybe pays a little bit better or is truly in line with what their goals and skills are. But if you have a service business, a lawn service, a pest control service, a restaurant, anything that has relatively small, routine, teachable tasks, it's really not that difficult to find a lot of folks out there right now. Now, there is some difficulty simply because we do have a bit of an employment shortage that I'll talk about here in a second. But if you have specialized skills that you need to fill, specialized roles you need to fill, whether they be accounting, HR, operations, anything along those lines, you absolutely owe it to yourself to find the right person, even if that takes a little bit longer. All too often I hear things from small businesses where they say, well, you know, they really don't have the skills, but they seem like a really good person, or they're a local person, and this will make a great story. No, that's a recipe for absolute disasters, particularly if specialized skills are involved. And if you look at your competitors, other organizations that are similar to you, and how they have filled that particular role, if they fill it with someone with a 4-year specialized degree or someone with 10 years experience in, let's say, finance, there's a reason for that. It can be a significant pitfall to your operation, your entire organization, if you hire someone that's required to have specialized skills and they do not. It could be an absolute recipe for disaster. Now, the excuse that often comes back is, well, we are in a bit of an employment crisis nationwide, and that is true. Since 2020, since the beginning of COVID, there's basically been 10 million available jobs in the United States and 5 million job seekers. That number really has not fluctuated much in the past 5 years. Reason being, now conventional wisdom suggests, well, they all retired. They're all baby boomers that retired, or they saw COVID and decided that life's too short, so they're going to retire early. Not really. A portion of them have, but the vast majority have discovered that there are many, many ways to make money aside from a traditional job, if you will. So many of them are making money online in savory and unsavory ways, but that's where a lot of those folks have gone. So again, you know, the typical excuse is, well, we can't find the right people. You need to dig a little deeper and dig a little harder and make sure that who you are hiring does have the relative skills, the relevant skills, and the needed skills for your particular operation. Otherwise, you're going to be sadly disappointed. So even if it takes a little while longer for the rest of the team to pitch in and fill in for that role, you need to wait until you can find that person that will take your organization to the next level. Not just do the required skills, but be able to take you beyond what those required skills are. It is so important. So don't settle on employees. Do your background. Do the background check, do your research, make sure they have the relative skills. And again, if you have a service organization, if you can find somebody that is a great person, that is a reliable person, and there are small skills that you can teach and train, and hopefully they can move up the ladder as well and supplement what's required with additional skills that they bring to the table, that's absolutely fantastic. But don't settle on your employees, because they represent you. They are, in more times than not, the outward face of your organization, because that's who the customer deals with. In particular, if they're handling money, that's absolutely vital, because that money is your money at the end of the day. Again, Thomas Andrews, Small Business Advisors. If we can assist you with your enterprise in any way, give us a shout. You can check us out at www.thomas-andrew.org. We would love to be on your team.